Hi everybody, Björn here, and today I want to address a topic that I hear a lot when people talk to me about making the decision to start an online business or not. And I hear often people say, I'm concerned I don't have time for it, or even I don't have time for it. And to be honest, I think it's just a limiting belief, and it will keep you where you're at if you think that you don't have time for new things in life. You see, I looked at it this way when I started out. You have 24 hours in a day. You sleep maybe 8 hours, commute and work takes you maybe 10 hours a day, maybe less, but still there is 6 hours left. And the question is, what do you do with those 6 hours? And I made a list of all the activities I was doing during those times, those hours, and taking care of my kids was included, eating of course, but also being on my phone, just getting addicted basically on just scrolling through apps and reading news and social media. And also Netflix was on my list, binge watching sometimes. And yeah, I realized that if I really wanted to make a change, and I wanted that, then I had to change those kind of things in life also. Deep down it already felt like I should not be doing this. You know that feeling that you get stuck on your phone and you should just put it away and do something else. And the key is to just start doing that. You see, when you have a goal in life to develop something, to make a better future, to start your own online business, then you have to look at which things in life are helping you to get there and which things aren't. And binge watching Netflix, I think 99% of the time it's not going to help you. Of course you have to relax also, but being honest with yourself how you are spending your time, and be creative and find ways to learn new things on occasions that you normally would not be learning. Like while commuting, you could listen to audiobooks or inspirational videos on YouTube or whatever that will help you move forward. And for me, it was very important that I knew when I was going to do what, and making a real good planning is going to help you in the end. It often feels weird to make a planning for everything in life. It feels like it takes away all your freedom, but for me it worked in the opposite way. While planning everything in my calendar, from having time in the weekends to spend fully on my kids and not thinking about business, that gave me the freedom to really be with them. And when you schedule everything in your calendar or whatever you use, you know when you have to do what, and you know that if something new pops up, then you can easily see if it fits or not. And maybe you have to say no sometimes, because I learned that when you say yes to someone else, you say no to yourself. And that was a big eye-opener for me, realizing that. And I learned to say no more to friends, and learned to say no to television, to my phone. And you see, it's all about the mindset. If you really want to make a change, you have to think of it as an investment in yourself, in your future, in your health, in your well-being. And let's be honest, who doesn't have time to invest in themselves, knowing that later you will get extra time in return? Because that's the whole part of starting your own online business. At least for me it is, to create more freedom, to create more extra time with my children, to create time to work on my art projects, and yeah, being in the garden and or fixing the house, like all those kind of stuff. that I really love to do, and knowing that I have to invest time now to be able to do those things more or whenever I really want to, yeah, that just gives me so much power to not turn on the television, to put my phone away. And yeah, so I encourage you to, if you're doubting if you have enough time, be honest with yourself. Track your time, use an app. I use Smarter Things, it's an app for it, to track my time spending during the day. And yeah, it gave me lots of insights, and I started to realize or recognize spots during the day that I could make small changes and create time to work on my business while commuting, for example. I started listening to audiobooks or training webinars while being on the train. And same as with putting my children to bed and waiting till they fall asleep. I use it now to be productive and not just sit there watching on my phone or basically doing nothing. Or I use those moments to meditate. And maybe another way, and a lot of people get a bit scared when I say that, at what time do you get up? 8, 7? You can find extra time if you get up maybe just 1 hour earlier, or go to bed 1 hour later. It all depends on your own preferences, but it's all about being creative. There is time, there's enough time. We all have 24 hours in a day, and other people can manage it. I can manage it. I'm a single parent, 3 kids. Managed to start my business while just getting divorced and having lots of emotional problems and challenges to take on also at that time. And I managed it, and I definitely think you can manage it also, and everybody can manage it with the right mindset, and keep your goal in mind and be creative and honest, and then I think you definitely have time to work on your business.